NERDSoul.
Lay Ill Kid at OneYoungsta holding it down, bringing that street geek and nerd soul. What is up, my people? Yeah, anime-ish crew is chilling. We got almost everybody up in here, so you know what I'm saying. We're gonna be chilling now. Of course, I have to give it up to the Kunoichi of the year, jet setting, flying all around the world. I give to you, Ninja Sama Cosplay. What's up? You know what I'm saying? Cause she doing things, y'all. She doing big things. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I ain't never going, sell it short. She out here, doing it up like Puff Daddy. Oh, hold up. Is she doing it up like Puff Daddy?
Good morning, good evening, good night. It's Ninja Summer Cosplay, jet lagged, and ready to get back eventually, but not just yet. But I'm on my way steadily.
That's good to hear. She's getting back. Everything's gonna be all good. We're gonna check in with her in a second, but then I got to give it over to, all right, the man that is making deals with Disney Plus. You know what I'm saying? Doing screenings out in Atlanta. I got to give it to one half of the dynamic duo from the South, Coop of Blurtish. What's up?
Shh, that's a secret. Anyway, all jokes
It's on
aside,
the internet.
I know.
I was like, secret.
BSing. Yes. How y'all doing out there? If you're listening at www.blerd-sh.com, appreciate you. We're on several different platforms, and yes, if you go to the website, you can RSVP for the first 2 episodes of Loki. Get it while it's hot today. If you hear this today, tomorrow, just do this before sometime the weekend. And if the link closed, that's on you. And if you can't get to Atlanta, that's on you as well.
Last but not least, I give to y'all Straw Hat Pirate representative. All right, this lady is out there litigating for the truth, bringing justice to one and all. I give to you the Gaminated one, Gamma Ray Cosplay. What's up?
Hey, what's up, everybody? It's your girl, Gamma Ray Cosplay, warrior by day, cosplayer by night, and newly dubbed Straw Hat representative. I will gladly wear that. Lucy will always be better.
All right, so I'm gonna throw it to Ninja first, cause Ninja, you ain't been around for a minute. You ain't watched nothing in a minute, and I know you ain't caught up to these streets. But what are you interested in? Cause we've been throwing some trailers around in the chat. Are there any anime trailers that you've seen that got you hyped, you know what I'm saying, in the, out here in these anime streets? Anything that you looking forward to right now?
Yeah, kinda, or not kinda. Yes, there's things I'm excited about, kinda, because I don't even know all the things that are happening. I am so far behind. I literally just finally watched Spider-Verse on the plane back in 2 different parts and 2 different flights. That's how backlogged I am on my anime.
You can never be too late. You can never be too late for that.
That's but eternal, I'm just saying that came out a smidge ago, and I'm just now getting to it. But I'm on my way. I did see the coaster that there's several animated features dropping on Netflix. Castlevania, Lara Croft, all that. The Scott Pilgrim one, I'm not interested in because I have some PTSD from all the dudes I used to talk to. They was obsessed with it, and now I have a stigma to anybody who likes Scott Pilgrim. Sorry.
Okay, well, let me just go ahead and say this. I love Scott Pilgrim. I look forward
you're one of them.
Oh wow! I mean, I just like saying, Black Dynamite. I sell drugs to the community too. I mean, what's up?
He also sells drugs to the community. Oh boy.
Hey, dang! We just blanket it.
If I had a nickel for every time a dude runs up, they're like, "Hey, you remind me of Ramona. Can I be your Scott?"
Okay, I don't know. Now, see, I don't know.
That was a whack one.
I don't know. Hold on. I don't know nothing about that life. See,
that's what I'm saying. There's a whole group of dudes that are our age that really were defined by Scott Pilgrim for a smooth 5 years when that movie and the books are popular.
Now, see, I'm 43, so Ninja's
justified.
That's right. My bad.
Little bit. I know, maybe black don't crack, but see, I'm a little bit older. See, I watched excuse me, I read the book in my 20s or late 20s or 30s. I don't know. It's been so long though. I enjoyed it. I love the style of it, but I will say this: can I say without a shadow of a doubt, Scott is super trash. And when y'all, if you have never watched or read the book, let's just throw this out there. Scott is a terrible human being who does get better, I guess. He's still a terrible human being.
Does
So,
get better, I guess.
I mean, he's terrible, but he gets his stuff. You know, he get his ish together. But he starts like, if you start off like you like him, but he's like, you know, he's like that dude you hang with, but you don't really want to hang with him because he ain't got no money. He broke. He ain't got no future. You know, he's just a good musician. So you know, he's a broke musician.
He said he ain't got no future though.
F boy. I mean, he's the definite. Before the phrase F boy was around, Scout Pilgrim was doing it.
Dag.
So Sherry has all the right to be a little have PTSD from some clowns who would actually use that pickup line. Now, see, I would have walked away too. I'd be like, God damn,
Hey,
dude. So I will be your Scott.
Y'all remember that movie? And not to go on a tangent, y'all remember that movie Kick Ass, the first one,
Yes.
and it was good. Remember the second one?
Which was horrible.
Yeah, it
And
was
it was
bad.
horrible. Yeah, the dudes that literally tried to identify themselves with Scott Pilgrim, the same people that liked Kick Ass too. I'm putting those people. in the
Oh,
Same bucket.
wow.
Same bucket. You know what? Same
Kick
bucket,
Ass
y'all.
1, you go to the theater. Kick Ass 2, you just get that out the red box.
Look, the second one is like you just folding
Why?
clothes on a Sunday and you're like, man, let me go and turn this on real quick. Like you ain't really doing nothing. You just like, fine, I'll watch it.
It had some issues.
Yeah, it was. It just, oh man.
In fact, while we here and before we get off, Scott Pilgrim the movie, I know people we're talking about animation and movies and different things. The movie sucked to me. I hated the movie. The book is so much better. God,
the movie was a full okay, and people try to elevate that joint to an A plus.
Hey, look, let me.
That joint was a straight up C minus.
Some of the people your age, y'all age, you and Gamma and Sherry, you know, Sherry Gamma. I'm saying some of my fellow podcasters, if you ain't read the book, you will enjoy the book better. It's like the same people, Mark, who used to thought the Avatar movie was good. I had to be like, look, y'all, you have your opinion, but let me help you out here in these streets. That movie was it, like you said.
You mean Avatar Aang?
Bruh.
Oh wow.
He didn't.
Well,
I still ain't seen
they
that
called it Avatar Ong.
But
I still ain't watched that movie.
I'm just saying that movie, Scott Pilgrim, is a little bit more fun to me, but it ain't much better than that. Jason Schwartz was the best thing of that. Bring on the anime. For those who don't have PTSD of dudes with lame pickup lines.
Oh man. Well,
Good to have you
okay.
back, Sherry.
I'll go to move on real quick to a group of people that have PTSD, but I just want to touch on it real quick to let people know that it's out. Castlevania, that's right. Nocturne is out, and it's hot. It's full of people with PTSD, but I mean they working through it. You know what I'm saying? They working through it, and the animation is still top quality. The story is amazing. I can't wait to see where they take it. I'm having a lot of fun. I'll do a full review this weekend, but I just want y'all to know it's out. Yo, the fighting is there. The night creatures is there. The vampires is there. It's a whole bunch of swords and knives and everything.
I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say this. The story kicks off immediately. Like, remember I said with Richter, there's no slowdown with Richter. It has reflective moments, but the action is there.
Yeah, they don't waste no time with this one. But also it's because they know now through they meaning Netflix knows about the success of the first series. They like, all right, cool. It seems like they definitely have more of a footing on how much they're doing. Like, for instance, the first season of the first series was 4 episodes. This one is 8. So you can see that they got more trust in it now.
And there's no more like, just sitting around the bar, just wildly cursing each other, having long talks. They do that along the way. Like, it's more of it definitely feels like the last season as far as the snappiness of it.
Yeah, like they go at it. So it's good. I'm happy about that one. So I'm happy we got it. We're gonna get a full review out for you guys, but just wanted to let you know we watching it. You know what I'm saying? Especially because we got a sister and a brother in there. I mean, we got some representation. They even talk about some stuff that I'm gonna talk about.
Hey man, we got. I was about to say, I know it's coming. I know what's her name? What's her name?
Marie. Oh no, not Maria.
It's from the
Annette.
Annette. We gonna see some Annettes. We probably gonna see some Maries. We gonna see some Richters. We gonna see the same dudes who think they Scott Pilgrim gonna become Richter overnight. they go look. They gonna do a double.
The dudes that think they Scott Pilgrim gonna have to do a couple more push-ups though, because I'm just saying he got the arms out, so you can't take them arms out and not. Y'all gonna have to do a couple push-ups before y'all take them arms out.
Well, the one redeeming quality of Scott, he can fight. He can fight really good. That's it.
Oh well, I'm just thinking about the movie. I don't know about the book, but the movie, Scott was kind of soft. The military would call soft.
Throw that movie in the trash and the image of Michael Cera. I don't know why, but I'm just like, that dude he don't look like a character. He just get him out of here. But anyway, I don't even hate Michael Cera, but I was like, what is this? But anyway,
that's their boy. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, Castlevania, y'all peep it out. It's looking good. We got a full review coming, but I got to turn it over. You know what I'm saying, to the litigator. You know what I'm saying, the one and only. The lawyer of the crew. Miss Gamma, what have you been watching lately? Because I know you're going to tell me about something that I ain't never seen, something crazy. But I'm interested. What you got for us? What you been watching?
Glad you asked, sir. A couple of things I've been watching and preparing to watch. I just got updated on Crunchyroll today. First, I think I finished today. Just finished up watching Undead Murder Farce. The mystery was solved. The last mystery.
Oh, the person that got the head in the bucket or something. Oh yeah, you know what? I got that on my list, but I haven't started it. But yes, I got you.
So good. Definitely so good. Ended on a good, solved mystery. A good whodunit. I always enjoy those. And maybe it is the lawyer in me. I love a good thriller mystery. I have been on. I started on this weird. I don't know. I'm gonna blame my husband because he's been watching older anime. I like blaming him for everything. But I just started on this whole Boruto binge. Don't ask me why. I'm just like,
what show again? I couldn't quite hear you.
Oh, Boruto. I've been
hey, binging. I mean, no shade. I was faithfully trying to follow Boruto. I love Boruto, believe it or not, and I even gave up for a second.
I'm still kind of, we'll see. It's something.
You need to skip the first smooth 200 episodes. No lie.
Yo, hold up. When someone says skip the first 200 episodes, you know the show is bad. Bro, you talking about? Okay, let's think about this.
Not wrong.
If every episode is about 30 minutes,
there's some
you're
moments
saying
in those episodes, but
it's not that it's trash. It's just it's a anime only prequel, which yes, is canon. That's fine, but it's just there's some type of story quality drop. But what is good in that first giant block or whatever is whenever they animate Naruto Gaiden novels. There's a few episodes of that.
Oh yeah. Oh, when they
Sasuke's story and whatnot.
Oh, the backstory stuff. Yeah, when they was when he was in the woods.
And when they do the kind of a recap or expanded recap of the Boruto movie, which is their tuning exams. That's solid if you have not seen the movie. If you have not seen the movie, then it's worth it.
Can I mention, expand upon the movie real quick? The movie, Mike, if you have not seen it, in fact, you can actually check it out at most libraries we have in our system. The movie is good, and like she just said, the expanded version is, if you want to start the series, you can literally watch the movie and then rewatch the expanded version of the movie. Is kind of a good starting point if you really want to start there. Because the movie actually is I don't know how many episodes in before the prequel part of the series. Um,
Hmm.
it's a
But this
wild.
has a
I
point.
don't know.
I'll say this because I'm on episode like 220 something, and I'm more engaged than I was
Yeah.
100 and some episodes ago. So,
You can tell when the story becomes a little bit more intentional. You know, by the time Kawaki and them show up, then you actually you actually got an idea of the actual main plot point.
You know what's funny? They just stopped. The story just forgot about all the side characters at that point.
Yo,
They just like,
They
all
did.
right,
I'm
everybody else's children, forget them.
First of all, almost half of those kids weren't even meant to be in the manga, or weren't. So like, old girl with the wolf, the like chocolate wolf ears and kitty cat tail, whatever. Like that whole little squad like was not
That
a thing
squad is
before.
garbage.
They did not exist.
I'm gonna tell you like this. It's tough out there when you're talking about approximately 100 hours before something gets good. Like this.
now, I will say there's
I remember I watched the first 2 episodes and I was like, I'm out.
Watch the movie, Mike. Start at the movie. Just start it. Just check the movie out.
There's some episodes that have, like dope.
But I mean,
animation
come on,
fight
Keith.
scenes, but like, man,
Yo, cool. Come on. Imagine me saying, "Yo, man, you need to watch this. It get good at episode 262." Like,
I'll be honest.
I mean, I feel like Boruto's not the only mainstream shonen where people have used that argument for. I ain't gonna say no names.
I've seen.
oh snap!
I mean,
I don't think that's fair. I don't think that's fair to act like Boruto's unique in that regard. There's other long-running anime where people say skip this arc or fast forward this.
Several,
this,
But at least they start off strong, though.
I mean,
Like,
Boruto doesn't start off horrible because it's world building. It's just more so not what you expect, especially if you've read the manga.
See, I started off with the movie. I was at work one day and I was like, oh, because I heard about Boruto, but I didn't read the manga, whatever, this and that. And I saw the movie and like I enjoyed the movie. The movie is good. Like it is legit good. It's animated very well. I promise you.
That's part of the thing. It starts off strong with the movie because that's the first thing that came out, and then the reason it regresses is because then it goes prequel. It goes before the tuning exam. So you're like, I don't necessarily need to go through this again. Like them, like they were like not even with the headbands on. Like we're like.
So what you saying is watch the movie and then skip to what, like episode 230 or something?
I couldn't tell you the actual episode. I mean,
I say watch the movie and and then like there's the movie has been refolded into the show and they added more to it to the lore where it fits.
I would
and you go from there.
Yeah. I would actually just watch that because there is some context of like the ninja tools and all that stuff going on that is quite relevant.
Watch that, then that's kind of the series and it keeps going and it keeps going. Like you don't have to really skip too much after that.
I'll give it a shot.
You ain't got to. You ain't
give
got
it a shot.
to.
You know what I'm saying?
If you do,
because you know what I'm saying. I'm like Siskel and Ebert. I'm gonna give anything a shot. You know
hey, y'all know I have my rule about long-term running anime shonen. Like you can only handle 3 at one given time. So if you're going to do it, just know that you're only probably doing it because what's not airing right now, My Hero's not airing, and Attack on Titan's not airing. So therefore, yes, I guess you could in theory watch.
The funny thing is,
now.
I know people going to hate me,
but
that's
you're
why
going to drop
Boruto because I
what?
Something to fill that like gap.
I need to join back. I'm gonna jump back on Boruto again. You know, I dropped him off the corner for about a year.
He said I dropped him off the corner.
You know, like
I never watched Attack on Titan because I watched like the first episode and I was like, it's not really grabbing me, so I just moved on. Like not dissing it. I'm glad that everybody else like it, but I was just like, I don't feel
I was
it.
the same way. You need to go to like episode 2. Keep going. Like it wasn't until episode 2 or 3 I was like, why have I not been watching this?
Might be a Nazi sympathizer. I'll just let y'all have it. I'm cool. I'll just read about it. You know, like I'm cool. But
at the same time, Hell's Paradise was about to get
why
dropped.
are you watching? Hold on, pause a bit. So why do you watch Kenshin?
Oh, he's one too. See, I didn't know.
He's a I don't know if I want to say it, but Google it.
I have to. Well, see, once you tell me, I'll tell you this. I'll say this. I've already watched Kenshin before, but I was about to start with Attack on Titan, I'm just saying the imagery is a little bit more in your face with the Nazi stuff in Attack on Titan. But I'll Google it. I'll take your word for it. I'll check it out. Kenshin is my dog. I love Kenshin. You
It's
know
the
what I'm
Kenshin is
saying?
my dog.
You know,
That's my dog.
he's dusty, he's old. That's what I'm watching. I'll get to that. But
Well, it's not
you know,
dusty and old. It's brand new now. It's like
brand new
brand
now.
new. It's like the Resident Evil remakes. It's new, but
Oh, I know.
it's new, but it's old. You know what I'm saying?
You know, it's like eating like Taco Bell. You know, you used to it. It's gonna got its moments that's gonna hurt.
It's old meat, but you're gonna pay new money for it. So I mean, it's like I'm not gonna
I'm
get
just saying,
sponsored by Taco Bell, boy.
I'm not hating on nobody who supports Attack on Titan. I'm just saying it was in my face and it was easy to find, and that's all I'm saying for me.
See, I ain't know none of that, but I'll start with Boruto. I'll give it a shot. I'll go to the movie. I'll give it because I watched that first episode. I was like, but at the same time, I did come straight off of Naruto because I was like, all right, let me go back and watch the very end of Naruto. Like I went and watched the last, like, I don't know, like 15 episodes or something. I was like, cool, great. Let's watch Boruto. This is gonna be dope. And I was like, yeah.
I mean, whenever they bring, you know, it seems like a rule that whenever the MC from the previous story, they just make him like sad and weak, like he's all of a sudden an old man. But I guess doing the math, how old?
And especially
is
in
Naruto?
Japan, you old when you like 19, I guess.
Naruto is like what 35 in this, maybe. He's not even 40, and it's like you old, y'all old, bro. Rock Lee is still swole and cut up.
Gabby Maru is like 16. That dude is a full adult, son. I was like 16. I was like, this dude. Yo, Japan y'all ages be doing whatever y'all want to do.
Those are the most advanced 5-year-olds ever.
They always be putting the fate of the world on like middle schoolers. They be like, how old are you? 13? Cool. Hey, aliens are coming. Take it easy. Like, you know, it's like,
And here's the power of God, the power in your right hand to punch God in the face, but you don't know how to talk to a girl. Sure.
Oh man. All right.
Sounds like high school. Sounds like high school.
You know what? I will say this. In high school, it definitely was easier for me to fight a bully than to like ask a girl out to like, I don't know, to the either a movie or to dinner or to like go hang out at the mall or anything. Like a bully picking on somebody, I fight them in a second. But
can we have a little side story from me?
All right, go ahead. Drop some knowledge for the youngsters.
Because I went to 2 high schools. I went to a magnet school for 9th grade. Then I went to Baker. Baker, the girls will fight you just like the bullies. You mean it really don't matter. But
hold up, is Baker where that brawl went down last year?
I don't know, man. But that's my hometown, and it's, you know, I got several nicknames for it, but you know, it's home. But it diverged between country and the hood now, and with terrible police. That's where my brother went to when we went to high school, and he used to go to rest at the football games. But anyway, but I actually stood up on a bus for a girl that I like. I lost a bet or something. I think I embarrassed the hell out of her, but I didn't care because if it worked, I would have been great. But I was like, oh yeah, I like you, blah blah blah, yada yada yada, and she was so embarrassed, and not in a bad way. We was friends after that. She used to mess with me a little bit, but afterwards, she's just like, cool. It was just cool. So I don't know, man. Like me,
you gotta stand up. You gotta proclaim your status. You know what I'm saying? You gotta stand up and
hey,
like, hey, girl. You know what I'm saying? I like you.
Call me Steph Curry and Scott Pilgrim.
Hey.
Shooting.
Oh boy. All right. I guess I'll get into Zom. Zom will be the first one because I know we all watching that. Well, of course, you know, Ninja hasn't seen it, so Ninja, if you want to duck out, you know what I'm saying, I don't want to spoil nothing for you.
Yeah, but, I'm a like be like SpongeBob, and I'm a head out, especially because I thought it was on indefinite hiatus. I don't know if I will pick it back up.
They took like 2 breaks or something like that.
Yeah.
Can we all talk about that for a brief second before you dip out? Like, what is the reason for this? Like, if they know they
don't know. It's just production. Like, from what I read, they're just saying like production issues. Nobody has formally said why it continues to be on hiatus, and it's on hiatus again. And honestly, like Ninja said, it might be indefinite. There's like 3 episodes left in the season that we're supposed to get, but we don't even know if we're gonna get those.
No, it's such
because
beautiful.
I think they took a week off and then they gave us an episode. Then they took 2 weeks off or something like that, and or so
And
or
now
vice
they're back
versa.
on
something like
hiatus again.
It's
Yeah.
such a good anime. Why did this happen to good anime?
Yeah,
Did this
like
happen to Boruto?
It's
Oh.
it's actually really unfortunate in the sense that the animation studio was like, I wouldn't necessarily say new per se, but in the grand scheme of things, new and small.
Dang.
And so it's
Oh.
like
They ain't got no money.
Like if a big hit can really just like kind of take them out the game potentially.
Dang.
So
So basically, the success is kind of like
success is
too
killing
much.
I don't know.
It's weird.
I'm just taking into consideration. It's not like Period or like Wit or something. Like a big studio Bones or someone was like, "Oh, we're on indefinite hiatus." People were like, "Why?" Like it's like this guy's one little, they're one little pony.
To be honest,
there you go.
Demon Slayer almost destroyed however you say UTF table.
That was their first big one too.
Ufotable.
They were relatively small.
And old boy had to commit crimes to keep it up.
Dang.
I mean,
allegedly, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna say allegedly.
No, he got caught. Like he straight down, but he got caught.
Dang.
Yeah, he lost. I mean, they probably reduced some of them. He didn't go to jail, but he white collar crimes, pay stuff, restitution, and his reason, like, I did it to save the show.
Yo, man, that's why he a hero. You know what I'm saying? He did it to save the show. If you
I'm paying these people regardless. Forget them taxes.
Look, I'm gonna keep it real. I'm gonna keep it real with y'all right now. If somebody in Japan could commit a crime where I get Chainsaw Man next season, like next week, hey man, look.
Man,
I mean, we could look the other way on that one. You know what I'm saying? We could look the other way a little bit.
I feel like that should speak volumes to like the quality and the fandom to shows like that. Like, yeah, go ahead and commit some more color crimes so we can get some more anime.
It's like, it won't hurt nobody if you just shave a little bit off the top.
You know what?
You know what I'm saying? Take a little bit of money,
Go ahead and create that, and then let's see if it get good. Then if it don't fall, they fall the same. Like, we so good, we can't pay people. Like, no, man. I just, I'm hurt, man. Like, Zom, like, you come in my life, you make me fall in love with you, and then you dip.
You're funny, you're lighthearted.
I feel like a broken-hearted lover.
I'll be honest, if it doesn't come back or come back soon, like even if it were to come back months down the line, I love it. It's good, it's entertaining, but like they're gonna lose me. Like
it's gonna be replaced by something else.
I mean, we got returning anime, man. All this other stuff.
It's not even just that it would be replaced by something else. It's like then you're weary because it's like, okay, if the same studio gets a contract for season 2, will this just happen again? Or will it switch to another studio? Will the quality drop? Like there's all kinds of other questions too, where it's like in this oversaturated sea of anime, I'd rather just not take the risk of like these gambles on like these anime and then you only get one season out of it and then you're dragged to the finish line and then you come like I was like, I don't love it that much. Like it's not like there hasn't been an anime I don't think that's come around in years where it's had multiple seasons and I was like in my mind I was like, this falls off the face of the earth, I just would be so devastated. I was just like, dang, that was good while it lasted.
I kind of was like that with Fire
like
Force,
Hell's Paradise for example. Like if Hell's Paradise never came back ever again, like I would not lose sleep. Like I'll just be like, that was a cool show when it was on, when it aired.
I'm trying to think, what is the show that if it ended right now and never came back, I'd be kind of mad about?
Demon Slayer,
yeah.
My Hero.
Demon Slayer and My Hero, if they don't ever come back, I'd be like,
I feel like we're close enough to the end with Demon Slayer. I would just read the end and that would be fine, especially because so many people were disappointed by the end, which I don't know what it is.
So the manga's already done.
Yeah, the manga.
Hell's Paradise is done too, and Chainsaw Man. Like that's why. Definitely they still able to keep going.
There. If it was like My Hero, I would be bummed, but that is also like in my mind. I'm like, I also just spared myself another smooth like 5 years. of watching a show. Like,
Yeah, because
it's,
you know,
it's also
My
too
Hero
much
gonna
still
go
going
on for another 5 years at least.
It easily. So
I thought they said it was just 3 more, but they probably lying. It's probably
3
5.
more seasons? No.
Three
I
more
thought it was just
seasons?
3 more.
There can be 3 more seasons. This gotta be because I mean, well, at least narratively wise, it looks like they're gonna be on a collision course with All Might. I mean, it's not All Might. With dang, I can't think of his name now, but they're on a collision course like right now. Like you got other nations coming in to help. You got all the pieces on the board.
Also, they're
seems like
animating. Yeah, they're animated Vigilante, so that's the season off the top. 3 more seasons is still 3 more years. That's 4
Yeah.
years if you count
Yeah.
Vigilante. So I was like, we're already at
I mean,
like,
I ain't gonna
5
count
years.
Vigilantes. I'm happy. Like for one, you can give me all of My Hero. Give
Yeah,
me
but
all
they're
the
not
Vigilantes.
gonna. I highly doubt they're gonna air Vigilante in the main show at the same time. Is
Oh
what
no
I'm
no
saying.
no! They just should
That's
do
what I'm
that
saying. So I mean,
season-
like that.
season.
I'm
They should
asking-
do that opposite seasons. I hope.
Yeah,
do that
so
off
that's what I'm
season,
saying.
you know
Like
what I'm
that's
saying,
just
drop
the
that.
timeline. Yeah, the timeline itself is easily 5 more years of animated weekly roundups of the
I'll
show.
take it. I'll take it. Like slot me in. This is my shonen. One of my shonens. I usually can hold 3, and hopefully, well, Chainsaw Man isn't.
But Chainsaw Man isn't like long running,
It's
so
not,
you can
yeah.
kind of pocket it with something else.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
you kinda,
My Hero is my long running one that
Yeah, because
I'm not giving up on.
I'm a sort of need just because I like supernatural action. I kind of need something to replace my Dark Trio if I don't get it. But
Oh, we
Yeah,
go get
Demon
that Dark
Slayer.
Trio.
Demon Slayer is one where I'll be like, hold up. So y'all just gonna leave us with his sister's a daywalker now, Nezuko all good, and like y'all just done? Y'all ain't never coming back?
Read the manga. It's just as good.
Nah, man. I need this animated. I need to see stuff moving. I'm gonna have to go knock on somebody's door. Be like, excuse me. Remember
Mike.
there was a show you was working on?
As much as I agree with you, but it looks like I'm reading Zom, dog. Alright, I started, I stopped. I'm going. They are not go. I am not going not know what happens to Akira and them. I
Like,
got to know.
I've started watching One Piece the anime and stopped because I was like, you know what? I don't want to know nothing. I want to watch the show. I don't want to cause see now that I'm watching the show, I don't want to I'll watch it when the show finishes it, but I'm like, nah, I don't want to spoil nothing from the show. So
I think you can watch it and it still won't spoil nothing from the show. I think you'll still enjoy it just as much.
it's mad stuff already spoiled, and I'm only 6 episodes in.
I guess if that's how you want to say it.
It's it's already spoiling stuff for later in the show. I'm like,
We got so
I'ma
much
just
stuff
take
we
it
gonna
back.
forget. We gonna be old by the time it's it's
I'm about to say, with this writer strike, it's gonna probably be 3 years before we get season 2.
Oh yeah, because the writer's strike going. Yeah, well, the writers are done now, right? The writers they resolved
well, yeah,
that,
it's the actors
but now they got the actors. So we'll see. But anyway, Tazam, we got B. B's in here. We got samurai zombie fighting masters. We got your boy Akira putting the suit back on, doing mad karate moves. Yo, come on, tell me we was hyped. I know I was.
man. First of all, by reading the manga, I've been hyped. Episode 8 and 9. First of all, I love this art. I like B. She came in crazy. I mean, okay, she's a samurai. She tries to be a samurai, but I get it. This, just get rid of disbelief, just whatever. But she's such a nice character. Just it completes the quartet. I like how they bounce off each other. Just the humor. And I know this is the fan service episode, but it was touching, the episode with the hot springs, and you get to see Akira and Shizuka, if that's what I'm saying it right, them kind of actually acknowledge each other a little bit more.
Yeah, and they got a chance to blush a little bit, and you got more Kencho booty, because Kencho booty gonna be in every episode, boy.
Yes,
You gonna see some Kencho cheeks.
Even I read a chapter where he literally wasn't trying to get naked, and the zombies ripped his clothes off.
Dang.
He's like, oh, come on.
Even when you don't want to be naked, you be naked. And I love how B was like, you know what? This robe doesn't fit me right. I'm like, I guess not. And I was like, of course. I was like, you know what? It's anime. Fine. I should have known. of course.
Did you expect anything different?
But at the same time, they give the ladies, you know what I'm saying? The ladies got theirs with Kensho butt naked all the time. So I mean, I guess, give some for the fellas. So I was like, okay.
I mean, to be fair, this show does skew towards an older audience. So there's that.
True.
So, so at least it
But
ain't.
I just love the
shonen.
scribbly lines around his butt all the time. It's hilarious.
I definitely prefer that versus it being
What, High School
You
of the
know,
Dead
high
or something?
schoolers.
yeah, where it's just like a block or it's black or lightsabery type. But
They
I mean,
just
I
Well-
feel like the squiggly lines add to the conflict.
It does.
Yeah, except I will give a shout out to Black Dynamite, the episode where they were doing all trying to kill all the adult performers, and the black dude jumped out, and the black line was mad long.
I remember that.
That was hilarious.
Oh man.
That was funny. Oh
my
man! So
goodness.
sometimes the black bar is funny, but yeah, the scribbly lines it adds to the comedy, and just the way they slide in frame and slide out and stuff. The comedy's great.
It's excellent,
I
man.
love this show.
They don't miss a beat. Comedic timing is perfect. And
Yeah.
another thing that I love, in the comic book, in the manga, they was when you see B go on her rant, and it's they kind of allude to it, but to see that animated where they sped her up, that's oh, I don't even she knows all these details, and they just play that for comedy. I just that.
Yeah, because it was
I was I know Mike gonna like that part. I know Mike gonna really appreciate that.
yeah, because when it
how
first happened, I
skipped.
was huh, and I was oh, I get it.
They was
Because
don't
it's
worry about these
It's
details.
when someone's talking and you're you kind of trail off oh yeah, I was sort of paying attention.
It's I'm from this country and I don't care about these details, man. It's that's cool, B, but
That's what happens. When you're somewhere all the time, you kind of miss those finer details. And someone that's not from there is super excited about it. And then, of course, when they were they were happy that she loves their culture.
it's just the funniest part since we've talked about the fan service, I love when they was they was on the Johnny on the spot. They was oh yeah, get this is the only hot spring. And then they got him and Kicho are so on point. They was it's okay. You must do this. It's okay. She was nervous. She was they facial expressions tightened up so quick. It's all right. Y'all can get in. We good. I was damn.
Because she was hey, this is what you got to do. You got to get naked. And they were she loves our culture.
Yes. I'm
oh man,
they just. Oh man, they so.
they're
so
the
stupid,
perfect
man.
team to be together because they're so stupid together, but then they're also great too. It's awesome. And now, what is it? B can kind of be part of the squad and stuff. Even seeing how they acted with the treehouse, it was fun, man. Seeing them have a little piece of paradise for a second.
Now I will say this. First of all, I love that how quick B and them just wanted to get this good sushi, and I can't blame them. That was dope. Cause I'm glad, cause they actually split a couple of chapters up. Those were kind of the feel good chapters. Now I ain't gonna lie, the treehouse chapter, this is about to start a really. It's gonna feel like a series arc, but they really fooled me. It's fooled me, but it keeps with the same thing, but things are going to really it starts to pick up more and more in the story, man. It just does not go down. I'm gonna just say this: the treehouse, folks, remember this in life. It pays to do a kind act for somebody. You never know. It may save your life.
Oh,
That's all I'm gonna say.
Territory. No,
That's all I'm gonna say.
but.
That's if we get more episodes.
Yeah, that's if we get more episodes. Now, I will say, if I ever get a chance to go to Japan, to the actual spot, not Japanese people from Japan making sushi here, I'll be nah, I want to go to the source. I'll be can I get some? Take me to the best sushi spot, and I don't want to go to no sushi spot in Tokyo because it's gonna be tourist traps. Now I want to go to a real spot. Take me to somewhere like Kyoto or something like that.
You want to go where they train and catch the fish out themselves, and they chop it up.
They caught that fish a few hours ago, and that's where I want. I want that real.
Shout
I don't
out
want none of that
to
Sushi King whackness. Up,
there is
I guess I could
indie.
throw that. I guess I could throw that that endorsement out.
Wow, Sushi King. That sounds crazy. There's a video
It's
game
bad.
called Dave the Diver. That's what the game is about. You go try to avoid getting killed by sharks, and then you have a cooking part to serve in your restaurant. That's what the game is, and
Wow.
people are into it. I mean, it's like lifestyle exploration, resource management game. Those are very popular in the indie scene.
Okay.
So it's kind of like it's like two games in one. Like you Echo the Dolphin one moment, next thing you know, you like Overcooked the next.
And then I will say one thing that we ended on, which is a cool cliffhanger if we're getting an episode next week, but we're not, is that we got to meet the anti-Akira. So
Anti-Akira, I hate him with a passion. Oh,
I was
my
like,
God.
when I saw him, I was like, oh, he's the anti-Akira. I get it. I
My
was
thing
like,
is, and they stories are, man, these are some whacked people. Like, they deserve what they may or may not get. My thing is, how the hell did they even survive to that point?
How did Akira's dad let them in the village? Because I don't mind them letting people from the city in the village, but when you saw them, he should have known straight up, like, nope.
Well, they're
Nope.
not gonna let people die. They got in. I mean, that's like
I'm not
saying,
letting you die. You can fend for yourself. I'm not feeding you to a zombie. You just can't come in here.
I
You
mean,
gotta
they
go.
came in. They got in before they wasn't like they didn't get infected. They let them in. So they was
Nah,
they was
bro. I would have turned them around.
Bruh, they
I
was
see-
already in. They was already in.
And I would have turned them right back around. I'd be like, hey, I'm glad
But
you
they
got through. Now turn
they
your butt
closed-
right back around and
They
go.
closed the tunnel off.
Yeah,
The only way
just
you
like
can
you got
go-
through the tunnel, go back through the tunnel.
You're going to die through the tunnel. The only
Hey,
other way
it's
out
tough.
is to go through that the dead man's pass or whatever
Or
the
you
hell
mean
they call
snake
it.
way?
Yeah, it's just what. Oh Lord, the Hungry Gorge. Got to bring
Yeah.
Dragon Ball in it, but sure, Snake Way, if you will. But I'm just saying, are you in this? I mean, I guess this is zombie
Yes.
times.
Yes.
So you're the
I'm
lead.
not-
So you like what's his name from the other zombie show Reagan. You gonna be pulling Negan out here, huh?
No, but I'm not gonna risk my like happy, peaceful village on you hoodlums. Like
Nah.
they look like hoodlums. No,
I'm not
you
gonna
can't
turn
come
them
in
around.
here.
Now see, I'm gonna be nicer, Mike. I'm not gonna turn them around. I wouldn't do that to my fellow human. But you know what I'm gonna do? Me and the boys, we gonna get them garden tools. We're gonna get some rakes or whatever, and we gonna have a little meet. We're gonna have a little get together. Like, hey, you gonna be here? You gotta pick up some damn tools. You
We
gonna
don't be
help
doing
make
nothing
me
stupid.
food, or we gonna beat your ass. Are we cool? We ain't gonna kill you.
Don't
we will
forget
hurt
this a family show.
Like, we will hurt you. Like, so, hey, you're a human. I ain't gonna feed you to no zombie. But we since we straight here, we gonna have order. I ain't gonna turn you around. It's either put up or shut up, put them hands up, or get them hands to working. Somebody
'cause it
get
ain't gonna
worked.
Cause once I see some dusty hoodlums, I'll be like, nope. We got a nice peaceful place, and I ain't trying to play with y'all. So go on and get your little dusty self up out of here.
Not dusty.
Yep. All them little rusty, dusty hoodlums, out of here. Them little young Thundercats. Mm-hmm. Yep. And I know people gonna be like, oh, NERDSoul, you wrong. You ain't right. Nope.
Yeah,
if I
citizen
see
people to
see
death.
dirty Jordans and do rags, you gotta
Jordans.
go.
Well, all
Yep,
right. Well,
you gotta go.
what
I already
you got
know
to-
that. I already know
what
the
you-
deal. You gotta go.
What you
If
got messed
If
up?
your
J's
pants
and
is
a
like
do-rag.
1 inch above your knees and there's no belt, you gotta go. Nope. I ain't taking no chances. I know how y'all do. We're like, look.
Oh wow, man! All right.
Yeah, I said it. I'm
you
keeping
being
it
too-
real.
You being too selective, man. They
Be
might
too
not want.
selective.
They
All
might
right.
not want bald headed brothers, man. They might be hating on you. They might be like, you bald. What you gonna do?
Then I'll be like, all right, I just can't be here. See, I follow other people's rules.
No.
You gotta follow
In
my
the
rules.
zombie apocalypse, go ahead and end me because
Look.
I am not leaving.
Now look, Coop be mad about somebody talking about folks up in here looking dusty, and I just outlined the dude that stole your
I'm
car or something like
saying-
that. You know good and well. You know
I'm
exactly
saying,
well what these
once
wolves be
I-
looking like.
Identify his behavior. Can we correct that behavior? And I'm gonna give him an option to not make me correct him physically. I'm not gonna kill the boy.
He's not dead. He just gotta
He
leave.
gonna be dead. Look at now. Like I said, I don't know how he survived because how he ran. Like I can see it. I mean, I guess he got the spirit of life again in him, like Akira, except he just don't care about life. I'm like, God, when I read that, like, how you gonna be? Oh, well, we all gonna be zombies anyway, so let's just do drugs. Let's shoot a real gun. Let's
Yeah.
blow up explosives. I'm like, bruh.
Nah, bruh. No wild cards in my village, son. They're gonna be like, oh, NERDSoul, you wrong. Yeah, I'll be wrong. And then you're gonna be like, oh, NERDSoul, you right once your car gets stolen.
Now I will say this. You're not wrong about him. I was just say that, but you ain't
Oh,
wrong.
I know that.
But I would just
I looked at him. I was like, oh, he did. Man, just like when you be watching the local news and you see somebody, they show their mugshot, you be like, yeah, they did that.
I just know when
Like,
people
you-
got that
like,
little.
be honest. Like, let me ask Gamma. Gamma, you watch the local news, no matter what it is. You see somebody, they show their mugshot, you be like, yeah, they did that.
Yep.
You be like, they did that.
Look at that dead eye stare, man.
Yeah, you be like, yeah, they did that. They
Like,
did that.
He ain't got
Don't
no.
let them look crazy and be smiling. I'm like,
Oh,
that's
yeah.
Oh.
Mhm.
He's
They
like,
did
yeah.
that, and they're happy that they did that.
Like,
Hmm.
ask about me. Like, I'm out in these streets.
Oh man! All right,
I'm
I'm gonna move. I'll go ahead and move on. All right, because we got two more to hit. I'm gonna throw it to Gamma real quick. Since we talking about streets, please tell me you've been watching Jujutsu Kaisen.
I am like
Mm,
super behind.
mm.
Honestly, I just decided I'm gonna wait till the English dub.
Oh,
Like, this is such an emotional, like, I don't know what it is, y'all. I think because I've read the manga that I know what's about to happen, and then like I've seen clips, and I'm just like, I don't know if I'm like emotionally like ready for this ride, like. And I think I'm just like been apprehensive.
okay, so
but-
you already know everything.
Yeah, so I like know what's gonna happen. So, but it's, my spirit to see it animated. Like the clips I've seen have looked phenomenal.
All right, well then I have a question for you. Without spoiling too much, when it comes to Geto, is Geto dead? Like the Geto like we know? Because at least from the way it comes off on the show, is that he's dead and some kind of spirit is kind of just using his body, or is he
I don't know how
possessed?
to answer that without spoiling.
Okay, all right, then I'll leave it
Other than,
alone.
Like, do you
I'll
want
leave
me
it
to
alone.
like confirm or deny what you said?
All
I
right,
can
then
guess.
I won't ask. Then I'll leave it alone then, because I was looking at it and I was like, so is he possessed? Is he dead? I don't know exactly. The way they're playing it, I guess they're kind of keeping it close to the vest so they can do like a big reveal. But
I haven't
it-
got
you
that
know.
far. I just got to the part where he was like,
ah,
volcano head again in the subway, and he was trying to talk mess. And
Y'all, all I'm gonna say is, it like y'all heard me talk about how Demon Slayer be sad and had me like crying, like reading it, like it's about to get sad. Like
Oh,
Boosie,
dang.
like Boosie, how Boosie be saying, like sad, man. It's just sad.
I
Like,
tried
Not
to not
Boosie.
listen. No, I tried not to listen to Boosie. Come on, man.
Boosie be saying like how Boosie say sad,
Oh.
like that's how sad.
I
it's
oh,
about to
tried
be.
dang.
not to hear any Boosieisms through the week if I can. Like
I don't know how you do that when you in the heart of the
You in the heart
of
the
the
red
Boosie
sea.
by
land.
the grace of God. But I try hard, like get away from
Boosie land.
me.
Free Boosie. I mean, he's free, but free
Not
Boosie.
free Boosie.
No, see, Boosie's in Atlanta. Let him stay there. He already got his grip of his evil grip on this city.
But
I
nah,
mean-
it's I'll say this: just trust just trust your intuition, Mike, and you won't be too far off. And I'll leave it at that. I
Because
won't.
now it's got me wondering if Geto isn't Geto, is Geto
Then who
really
is he?
bad, or how long has Geto not been Geto? It's kind of like the scrolls. It's like, okay, so was Geto bad back when he first turned, or was he like, see, all right, I guess I'll chill, I'll wait and watch.
I mean, I'll take I'll take a quick shot at it. What you just said, maybe when since he eat curses, and I don't know, Gamma can confirm or deny this whenever we get to it. Maybe he got weak, and maybe he's supposed to be able to protect it, and he just got himself possessed. Maybe kind of like a Inuyasha or Raku type thing, where he had all the demons come at him when he was in the cave, and then he became Raku or something. Kind of like that, like he's a walking veil or something of a bunch of like what they call it when demons form into one thing, but it's a bunch of them or something. Maybe it's just like that with him.
All right,
You
okay.
do gotta eat curse
Because
spirits.
you're right. He does eat a lot of curses, so he might have eaten a curse.
If your spirit get weak, and then the demons are right on your side, and he was already like thinking about killing us long time ago anyway. And who's to say he didn't actually do that first, murder? And that's all that's all the demons needed.
Yeah, needed you to commit that heinous act to be able to open your soul up to, to possession or whatever.
You just out of there. Like like the answer
I'll
is probably
say
just
yes. when the reveal happens of just like what's been up with Guido and the backstory on it, I'm just gonna say like mind blown. It's gonna be like what, and it's gonna like a lot of stuff is gonna start coming full circle, which is gonna be even more insane.
I just feel like with the way what I love about Jujutsu Kaisen since I've been watching it, you think it's gonna be somewhat lighter, but when they get dark, you feel the pain. Like just the way they do the cuts, and they'll do a little narration like this happened on such and such day, this incident. It's about like, oh shoot, like oh yeah, somebody's about to die, like something about to happen. That ain't good.
That's like those movies where you be watching like people like horror, some sad or like.
It's a true horror.
It's a story where they be like true. Where they be like, this is based on a true story. You like, dang.
Oh, yeah, it's like somebody already.
It's based on a true story. Like, ooh, yeah.
Because look at the part where they just like the parts that I'm at when the party was going on. I guess the festival, and they just sucked all them people in that hole, and then they started. So I'm like, dang, they killed the people. Like they just wiped them out, like they food.
Yeah, but see, the cool thing is like we all right, so then you've at least seen the Mekamaru fight with Mahito.
Yes.
So that was crazy. Like, man, look, I will say this arc, they were like, all right, cool, we gave y'all some old school stuff. Now it's the time to get busy. Like, cause this arc, they've been fighting like crazy. And now I'm gonna have to go back and watch the old movie because I have to look for like the cut lines in Guido's head and I'm trying to see, now I got to go back and do some schematics. All right, I had to go back and do some investigations. I got to bring my full case, the weight of my case to bear on this because I'm about to put cases on all these spirits. All right, but I do enjoy the team ups and the coordination from the other. Like the other sorcerers that are kind of like unable to just use regular cell phones, and the way they're trying to talk to each other, and then Mekamaru helping them out even like from the grave and stuff. It's cool to see now, and I ain't gonna say too much because I know y'all aren't super caught up, but yeah, this is one that even though I prefer, because I speak English, I prefer to watch the English version because it's easier for me to understand and get the meaning, but Jujutsu Kaisen is one of them things that I have to like watch once it comes out. Like, I ain't gonna front. Like, I gotta see what's popping. Now, shouts out to your boy Gojo, because even when he's in the predicament he's in, his whole statement is like, it'll work itself out. It's all good. Like, I'm like, whoa, hold up, you are in a serious situation. He was like, oh, it's all right. It's gonna be fine. Like,
I just like the
Gojo don't be tripping.
I like how insane Gojo's Japanese
when I say
voice actor sound.
Unstressed.
Yeah,
I like that he can float down on top of people's heads, just be like, all right, excuse me.
Yeah, like even because Mekamaru comes out, he's like, hey, rally the troops because Gojo has been sealed. Gojo's sealed, and he's just like, yeah, they'll save me. It'll be all right. Like he's not like anyone else would be like, oh man, what can I do? How do I get out of this? He'd be like, no, they're gonna save me. It's all right. Like, I was expecting a little. I was like, hey, Gojo, I mean, I get it, but maybe a little more sense of urgency, because, like,
Yeah, I
you are
guess he,
sealed right now. It's a big deal, but he ain't bugging.
I guess if you know you can't waste energy on breaking the seal, you just gotta sit there and be patient.
Well, yeah, true that. You know what I'm saying? Maybe just
Hey
get some
man,
rest. You know what
I
I'm saying?
learned
Rest
that
his eyes a little bit.
I learned that story from Avatar to this day with King Boomy. Even though Boomy could have broke himself
Oh,
out,
Boomy was mad patient.
Boomy just like, I'm gonna do nothing. Like, and that's just like the story of doing nothing. Like, we just explained the different philosophy. I'm like, huh, okay, I can apply that in my life. Sometimes you don't give certain people a reaction.
Yeah, sometimes you do have to just be like, you know what? All right, whatever. So, you know what? Good point. King Boomy, shouts out to him.
Hey man, Avatar, you can watch it at any age,
And,
every 10
and
years, watch
honestly,
it and learn
he
something.
he wasn't even really he wasn't really even locked up. He could have got out at any time. He was just
Bruh, he
like he was
he
just
was
chilling.
bent, bruh, he bent with his face. He the only person I seen took his lips and cheeks and said, and moved himself. King Booby was the truth.
Yeah,
But
and
you
like
face bending out here.
he could have been out like the longest time ago, and he was just like, whatever.
You're like, put me back in. I gotta, this gotta happen, Ang. Sorry, buddy. Like, I gotta be the prize. Cause like
I
he
gotta go
was,
back.
cause when they hung him out, he was like, hello.
Yo, he a trip, man. He a trip. But I'll wrap up because I know we coming up on time. The one and only Mr. Kurosaki. All right, Mr. Ichigo. All right, I gotta give it to the turban wearing one, even though Kuchiki trying to rock a turban too. But you know what I'm saying? Like, look, I mean, your turban is cool, but I mean, Ichigo was rocking that joint first, so we gotta kind of get him props. Like,
All I hear is people biting Piccolo style.
oh snap, true that. Shouts to Piccolo, the OG turban wearer. You know what I'm saying? He
This
was out
father
there.
out here.
Oh man, stepdaddy of the year. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
The dad that stepped up.
You know what I'm saying? Namekian daycare. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
He the best stepdaddy. He the best step granddaddy.
Yep, he's.
It's just,
It's like, all right, the world is always in danger. Who can we leave him with? Can we leave him with? All right, this is about to be funny when I say this, but can we leave him with Krillin?
I mean,
Nah.
Krillin
Nah,
actually
we
gotta
can't
go
leave
fight.
him with Krillin.
I mean, you can't live with Krillin,
Can we leave my little girl with Krillin? Can we leave with Yamcha? Nope.
Yamcha, but Yamcha can't beat up the girl. Like, come on, she'll wash Yamcha. She
That's why it's like Piccolo the only safe option. I mean, because all right, think about it. Goku and Vegeta, they definitely gonna go out and fight. Trunks probably gonna get washed up real fast. Like Trunks just look cool, but he just get washed up real fast. But Piccolo is like a very solid option. Like he's super strong. He's not as strong as Goku, but he's super strong, and he can regenerate limbs.
To
So
be
even
fair,
if he get hit, he can like regenerate. He actually is the best person to leave your kid
Trunks
with, I guess.
can beat Piccolo. It's just Trunks be fighting out of his weight class, man. Like he just every time he like he gonna attack the strongest person
Yeah, he did go after Black Goku and got
for no
washed.
reason
Kinda.
and be getting clapped up because he
Like
just,
that Zamasu storyline, I actually like that. I thought that was kind of cool.
I'll be honest, that's when I think Dragon Ball, bro. It took too long. I was like, what is this?
But
I just kept coming back to it, but it was.
that's another storyline where I'm like, you knew you should have ended that threat a long time ago. You knew he hated humans. You know what I'm saying? You knew he didn't care about, you knew he was too evil. It was like, yo,
But I
you
will
saw
say
Anakin turning. You should have stopped him right then.
The Black Goku fit was dope, though. I did like.
Oh yeah, that was nice. You know what I'm saying? It was dope. It was nice. Props to that. But we got Kisuke doing his detective work. You got Mayuri doing his little, I guess, zombie, attack on the other girl that got the zombies. I was impressed. Like Mayuri, who is basically, I would consider him the Hannibal Lecter of the show. Like,
I think that's a fair assessment.
he comes through. Like, he really does. And normally I'll be wanting to like make fun of him because at first he was rocking that hat to the side and I thought it was kind of corny. But it came through like it really helped out. Like, it kind of saved a whole lot of butts just recently. And even when Hitsugaya tried to come through, well, when the bad guys were trying to use him, he just put him into Groundhog's Day and everything was all good. Like, I gotta give Maori his props, man. I mean, normally I think he's just a weird, corny dude, but pulling the Iran cards out the tuck, man, that was nice.
Hey man, he don't lose. Like, he don't really be losing like the rest of them losers. Don't be hating on the grand scientists.
He was like, "Oh yeah, I drugged you. You didn't know that. I forgot. My bad. I'm trying out this new drug." And then he said before it goes to the market, like, "Hold up, who you selling to?"
Man, any and everybody, man. Look at him. He like money. He like to look fly in his own weird way.
But does he even need money? Like,
no.
Do they need money?
It's evil. That's what it's fun. It's fun for him.
Oh,
we just talk about how dope Squad Zero is, though.
Oh yeah. I was about to get to them, but go on and drop your knowledge on Squad Zero because I know you probably know more than I do.
No, knowledge is good. I'm just obsessed with. I can't even. Her name is blanking on me, but the chick with the arm, the needle.
Oh,
that's going into the
great,
that's like
what she call herself, the Great Weaver.
Oh yeah, that's being cosplayed very soon. I was like, I need to figure out how to make an arm and make it move. Cosplay challenge accepted. I like how they got psyched out. Like, honestly, I was like, dang, Squad Zero is weak. Like, how you gonna let the Quincy's come up here and like mop the floor with y'all?
I mean, the Quincy's came through with a budget Thor, so I was like, come on, man. I was like, y'all can't let the budget Thor do you like
try
this.
again. Psych, you didn't beat us. This is all a joke. We played y'all. Now we're about to like literally murder every single one of you here.
Yo, and it was so quick. He made the Squad Zero just too nice. They didn't even have to use their whole squad. It was just one person. He was like, all right, I guess I'll just do the light work real quick. Sliced everybody up, and that was it. It was done. And I was like,
how you gonna have a sword so sharp that you gotta carry it in jail? Because no sheath will hold it. Like,
I mean, that's an insane level of sharpness.
Wow, that sounds like some type of old tale I heard before. Like, I remember somebody doing something like this. Like, the sword has to be encased in some type of energy because it just will go through. I know that's like the ebony sword in Marvel, but there's a other sword.
Yeah.
It's like, it's so powerful.
The ebony
sharp,
blade.
You cannot even just like put it down, or it might just kill. Like, it'll slice everything. Like the ebony blade in some iterations, it can go through the earth. It just keep going if you throw it right. If it don't hit like a certain type of bedrock or something, like, it's crazy. Yeah, I remember. I remember they took the ebony blade and they killed Radioactive Man. That was on the BET version of Black Panther when Shuri killed that boy. I think it was somebody else in the book, but the ebony blade is not to be played with if you get hit with it. So I like stories of swords like that where it's like, it's so sharp it might cut a god.
Yo, that sword was nice. Like, and the way he was moving so like effortlessly, and nobody else had to help out. So Squad Zero is like on another level. Like, they just crazy good. Cause even the Great Weaver was like, oh yeah, I forgot, you didn't know. I straight sewed you up. So, you did. And then, like, it was so arrogant, but also in a good way. And now, this is a question that I have for you, Gamma. Is the Soul King Yatch's daddy? Or does he just mean like Because he said his father, and I was like, hold on, what? Like this
I
your
think it's
pops?
one of those where it's like he's the father of us all.
Oh, okay.
That's what I'm gonna go with. I'm not sure. I haven't really done a whole lot of depth research, but that's how I interpreted all
Because
that.
then Rukia was like calling the Soul King. I think Rukia said he reigns over all three realms and he's godlike. I'm like, godlike? If you reign
so is
over all
somebody
three
Jesus?
realms, I'm like, what else could he be? It's not godlike anymore. He's just God.
He's just God. If he's like
Like,
over all the realms, like yeah, who's gonna tell him something?
I feel like we're gonna
Who
get
gonna
like
check him, boo? Nah.
a crazy reveal when we find out like more about the Soul King. We're gonna be like, what? That's what y'all were talking about? Like,
and I got a question:
This is your king?
Is Ichigo gonna become the Soul King? Because he just keeps becoming everything.
Nah.
Honestly,
Ichigo
I
ain't
wouldn't
gonna
be
do that.
surprised if he's like prepped as a vessel, and then like that's a whole nother arc.
He just ends as the Soul King. That's where he's headed.
Oh no, that's gonna be a fight because he's like, I'm not leaving my dad and my sisters. Like, y'all,
Even though I leave my dad and my sisters all the time to like go.
Right.
But at the same time, he leaves his dad and his sister so he can protect them. So I mean,
Yeah.
It's understandable.
Or just get so powerful, you be like, look, man, they coming with me. I become the Soul King. I make my own rules.
Oh,
like,
this is something that you might like, Coop. Pepe Love did not get on my nerves.
Say it again.
Pepe Love, Mr. Pepe, his love that he was giving out, half butt naked with a speedo on.
About time, man. I told you, bro. He cold, man. Don't be hating on the trashy one out here, man. Like, he don't fight till he got to.
Yo,
I thought
it was funny seeing him butt naked, like out there, like trying to give love to everybody. I was like, you doing a little much.
He got the great waves and the trashy and the street art on his kimono. Bro,
not him. I can't think of his name. Not him. Even though he was cool in his fight, but this is one of Yach's people. He was half butt naked, had a speedo on, and he was out there.
I have to rewatch it. I'm behind on it, but like I'm just saying, my boy, the other. The twins.
Yo,
hate on twins, man.
I'm not gonna hate on. I ain't gonna do that. I ain't gonna hate.
I'm just saying,
no hateration on.
He the captain that don't look like other people, man. He don't like dealing with them people. He like, look, I ain't regular out here.
He got the curls and that little piece of swoop out in front of his forehead. You know what I'm saying?
Like, man,
he out there looking for the ladies.
Like, you see who his number one looks like, even though she mean to him, but he likes that. And that's all I'm gonna say, since we're gonna keep this as a family show, I guess. So,
what do you mean you guess? You've been breaking up the family show the whole time, but yes, it is a family show.
Don't let me go any further with this trope. But anyway.
Yes, this is a family show. But seeing the final battle, well, not the final battle, but the final battle that we get to see now with Squad Zero, yeah. This is what I paid for. You know what I'm saying? This is what I came to see. And since I finished Bleach, the first Bleach, I'm all caught up. I got all the knowledge, man. I'm in there. You know what I'm saying? Even the final little arc with him fighting against the original Substitute Reaper. Yo, man, I got all that knowledge, man. So now I'm right here. I'm out of our Ichigo right now.
I think I'm just gonna. How many episodes they got left? I'm just gonna jump in with you on the next new episode because honestly, even though I'm behind, I'm gonna say something. It's not to insult Bleach. Bleach is like Bleach.
You about to disrespect the game.
It's just like it kind of to me. It mirrors the other series so much, like in just like how it operates. Like it's gonna be cold, but it's like Ichi gets stronger. They fighting a powerful enemy. They band together, and then his crew they gotta work it out. They gonna do.
I mean, you can essentially say that about every anime that has fighting in it, though.
Bleach.
Okay, all right. Let's look at Demon Slayer's final. Let's look at Demon Slayer's last season. They had to band together. They fought together and worked out.
But Bleach just got that. It got a certain aroma to it. I ain't gonna say stink.
Aroma.
It's cool to it. Like it's Bleach is Bleach. Like Bleach is I mean Bleach equal Bleach is the formula. And it's not a bad formula. I'm just saying like I don't feel like I'm losing anything. I can jump right back in it and I know what I'm gonna get with Bleach. That's why I haven't had any immediacy. And I mean my boy, shout out to Count Vision. He might, dock me some points for that because he's a big Bleach guy. That's definitely one of his things. So
Y'all throwing that hate out there on
I ain't
Bleach,
hate
man.
no
Showing
Bleach,
that
man. I like Ichi,
man, I'm
man.
telling Ichigo on you, boy. I'm telling, be like, look, man, Coop
Hey,
ain't
man.
respecting you like he used to.
I like all of them. I'm just saying, I'm still got some stain from the Adult Swim days, man. I just
See, well, yeah, and I'll give you that. Because, see, I never watched Bleach
bruh,
from the beginning. I watched Bleach way after it. You know what I mean?
Here's the funny
right
part.
now.
Neither did I, because if you watched it on Adult Swim, you got hit with an infinite loop a few times. I'm starting to do the math. I'm like, wait a minute, how many episodes they have in Bleach? They strung this about an extra.
They got 300. It's like 300 and some change, but you end up skipping. You probably end up skipping about 150 of them or something like that.
Well, we didn't, and they strung it along about an extra 3 years, man. 3 to 5 years in that period time frame. They dropped Bleach to bring it back to advance it some more to finish it. Like it took a long break. And they had to get rid of the fillers, and then they finished the series. And I was just like empty inside by the last of the regular arc. I was just like, they cool, but I don't.
He said empty.
I was like, that's why it's like you know what? That's one Bleach and Naruto the reasons why I couldn't start with One Piece. I was like, all right, I feel like I'm getting too old for One Piece. Like this gonna take forever. And when I found out One Piece was longer than all of them combined, I was like, oh god.
When you retire, then you can watch One Piece. Then you can watch.
I came back. I'm watching it spared. I'm just gonna
look. I dipped out from Naruto for a long time.
We all did. We all did. And came back, and it still was a whole other series. The war arc is.
I dipped out on the war when I dipped out. The war was going on when. I want to say Sasuke had just shown up to help out. I think that's when I did that. I was like, man, I can't take this no more, man. I can't take it. I was like, the animation is on point, but I just can't take it no more. And then I left it for like 2 years or so and came back and then finished it.
The war was still going on.
No, it was when I came back, the show was over. But I was like, once the show was over, I was like, cool, now I'll go and finish it.
I dipped out for a year during the war arc. I was like, still kind of going on, and I was like, oh, it's about to finally finish. Like, all right, let me it's really like that one show is like 3 series. I mean, of course, like Shippuden itself is like 3 series in one.
Yeah, because Shippuden is kind of like you got so we'll say Shippuden, the whole Sasuke gathering the beast part is its own show, sort of, because that's probably what, like 100 or 150 episodes on its own, and then plus the fillers, so that's probably like 100 and some change on its own. Then after that, you still have to get into like the preliminary war. And yeah, wow. And then because you got a training arc in there. I forgot there was a training arc in there too. Now they did, as far as what I remember, they kept it kind of short, but there was still a training arc in there. And then you have like the real war, and then you even have the episodes after the war where like Sasuke is like, I guess like Black Ops or something. Yeah, you could easily break that up into like another show, like Naruto Shippuden, and Naruto, like, I don't know, Warlord or something. I don't know.
Yeah, it's just like the war arc should have been. They should have just. They needed. You know what? Thank God for seasonal breaks for like stuff for like My Hero, where it adopted the Western type of flow of how to watch TV. Like, that's something that they took they learned a lot more from smaller shows and to adapt it to the West. To adapt it to the West, I think a little bit more. That it's
Mhm.
cool to take breaks, so maybe they need to do it for production. But man, that's got to be brutal on your hands working on a show like Naruto or whoever is working on that. That
Yeah,
like
because
I don't
now
think you can't be
hopefully
working
they're
on much
doing it in a
else.
way where they're drawing it and animating it through CGI where it looks like it's so hopefully, but who knows?
Cause
If
like
they're
yeah,
still doing like actual like tween animations and stuff like that, who knows?
it wasn't like CGI, like it wasn't hand drawn cells like Batman, but it was still like that's a lot of work to
Yeah.
go that far with a show. And I think like Black Clover was the last that tried to be a long running anime I watched, and it kind of finished, but it stopped at a point, and now it's coming back. But Black Clover was my last one, kind of like that, but it caught my attention. But yeah, I don't want no 200 episode manga like thing unless it's built to be like a comedy where it's like a 4 comma comic. Then you can do that forever. That's just gag manga,
Yeah.
and it's like like say you know Lum the Space Invader girl. That's built for Jack. Like that can just go on forever.
All right, no doubt, no doubt. Well, I know we've been keeping y'all long. I know y'all been chilling and hanging with us. I'm gonna throw it over to uh, Mr. Big Tom Cooper. Final thoughts and where can they find you?
Final thoughts. Shout out to Sherry. She just dropped some information about Ronin Kenshin's creator. That hurt. I ain't even gonna go into it. I do want to finish this new reboot, but those type of things will get me to not mess with you. That's deep. Uh, Other brief things. I finished level 1 Demon Lord. I enjoyed it. 12 episodes. Nice. It was more action than I thought it was gonna be. Strangely.
Okay.
Um, Waiting on them to update the manga because I'm just gonna continue in the manga. But I don't think the anime is ever coming back. I think it's like, all right, this is 12 episodes. Go read the book. I feel like it's one of those shows, and that's fine. Uh, you can find me at www.blerd-ish.com. I enjoyed all of the drops. Like, I'm sorry to all the ladies that's like 12, 15 years older than me that dealt with those weird Scott Pilgrim dudes. I'm looking forward to the show. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for all the Scots out there on behalf of them.
On Wax Scots.
Like the show is, I think the story I can see it as a seminal coming of age story for people of a certain age in that early 2000s to 2010s age. Like if you were younger than me, I could see why that would be even greater for you. I just thought it was a dope comic book that took anime comic books and video games and mashed it into this weird world rom-com, action rom-com, if you will. And the video game is dope too. So I'm looking forward to Blue Eye Samurai. See in the trailer, I was like, this is bloody. I was like, I did not see this coming. Laura Croft, if I see it, I see it. If I don't, I don't. Tomb Raider is always cool. So all the drops, I think it's time to probably start looking into what's coming up for the winter season. I think we're now hitting the wall because everything is about to get ready to wrap for summer, which is funny because summer itself is ended, but Japan, they run a little longer.
Yeah, because has fall officially started yet?
The fall season has not started in Japan.
Well, no, I mean like as far as like season.
Oh yeah, the season started this week. So yeah, so it's now about to be in about a week or two. We're gonna get the fall drops for anime. So
well, then I guess VA was right on cue with getting cold and rainy.
Yeah, because fall started on the 23rd. So eventually we need to do our fall preview of anime, what we want to watch, because eventually we do got to flip these things over, whether we like it or not, because they gonna flip themselves over. Yeah. I still got stuff to catch up from spring just to fill it.
I mean, we got the trailer from Lazarus, Animusha, King and Basura is out. I mean, King and Asura is out, even though I'm not as into it this year as I was last time. That's why I really haven't mentioned it.
Really got into it because I still need to finish Baki. I always looked at it like, it's like dollar store Baki to me.
Well, see, I thought Baki looked corny to me. and Kingen looked dope to me. But now I'm just like, maybe it was because Castlevania was too close.
I just
I
feel
don't
like
know.
Baki is the real deal of the name brand, and Kenshin is if you're waiting for Baki. That's how I looked at it. Like, I'd actually need to go back and watch Record Ragnarok,
Ragnarok.
Ragnarok. The end throws me off. It's not a good anime by any
I
stretch,
watched a half an episode. I was like, I'm out.
but it's a trashy anime if you got nothing else to watch. Like, after you watch
It's super
Castlevania,
trashy.
it might be something to throw on just to like let it play. It's gonna be like a let it play situation with that one. Like, or that's gonna be my lunchtime watching. I've exhausted nothing else, and I don't feel like going back to Boruto yet. It's like,
Yeah, because I'm a peep Castlevania one more time before we get into it on Saturday.
yeah, like I can't wait, man. Like Castlevania, I'm already wanting them to drop another season of this story. I don't know what's the ending gonna be. I ain't watched the end of it yet. I feel like we ain't gonna get all of the ending. I feel like it's gonna be a cliffhanger, but because I don't know, man. It's a lot going on. I need Richter.
Yeah, I mean, of course they're planning. I'm pretty sure they're planning to do something very similar where we get like 4 to 5 episodes. I mean, 4 to 5 seasons.
Like, yeah, we gonna be with Richter for a while because for one, he's young. He's like 16, 17, 19, something like that. So all I know is if you're a young demon slayer / vampire slayer, don't talk noise when you're young. Just be humble. Like the hits are coming. But Richter is a brash young man. Like, you know, either it's like, I don't know what it is with the Belmonts. Either you brash and you just out of control,
Or you like
just
moody.
or you sad, or you just like, well, you're a cursed family. Either you're dead, or you washed up, or you just like, I'm gonna
Not
kill
washed up.
everybody, bruh. Why? Look, Trevor, when we met Trevor was on the verge
Yeah,
of washed up.
Trevor needed a little help. He needed, yeah.
Trevor wasn't even 40, but he had a rough 30 though. Like, you feel that
Yeah.
his years was piling up in the liquor too, and he looked like he stank. Like, he was a well dressed bum.
Yeah, he definitely need a little wash up. But I mean,
Man,
he doing better now.
shout out to Sci-fi, that was her name, cleaning him up. She cleaned her man up and got him on his feet, got him sober, got him some fresh clothes. You know, sometimes I get it, ladies. You don't want to do, have a reclamation project, but Cypher took that on, so nobody else didn't have to. Oh,
It
man.
does make me wonder, like, where is the hold? Well, I mean, I guess we know where the hold is, but why hasn't anybody gone back to the hold? Shouldn't somebody, unless Alucard is still there, just like kicking it?
I think Alucard is still there, because if they go by any of the lore, I mean, Alucard is gonna outlive everybody.
Well, yeah, of
other
course,
than his
'cause-
daddy,
Yeah,
because he's Alucard. So I mean, he just be chilling. They be going them sleeps, and he just be like, all right, I'm out. Like, I gotta kill my dad. Love you, dad, but you gotta go. Gotta kill some other people. But I think if they go by the game, him and Richter should cross paths, but maybe they won't do it this season, maybe next. I think Richter will meet him when he's a little bit older. Because right now, Alucard can't really use him. Like, Richter gotta learn this on his own this season. I can see Alucard will be slapping him around this season. Like, boy, if you don't wake up. Like,
yeah, don't you know your great granddaddy or whatever, however long it is? Because I think they said
300
this
years,
is supposed to
so-
be 300 years past or 400, something like that, some crazy amount of years.
Yeah, because they skipped all over Simon, the original
So
character.
yeah, but the thing is, the cool thing about Castlevania is since it's vampire hunting, you can kind of sort of time travel around to different periods, and you'll always have some kind of content from regardless of what year it is.
I got a theory that they might show Simon only in flashbacks for some weird reason, and maybe he did something with. I bet you they do that with Simon, but I feel like you can stick with Richter because he is, other than Trevor and Simon and Richter, are pretty much the crux of the most famous and well loved games, you're going to stick with them and Alucard probably for a while. So I think we're gonna see Richter for the next 3 years,
Yeah,
easily.
yeah, because this show is definitely on point. But anyway, my bad. Tell people where they can find you.
Oh, my bad. Sorry, y'all. You can find me at www.blursh.com. Of course, IG blurred period ish. X, I don't care if you find me. Find me on Threads, IG. More importantly, Threads is just okay. It's more the same, but it works better than X. So, Facebook. Got a business page for Facebook. You can find me there, and I'm Keith Cooper on Facebook. Hit me up. If you ain't got nothing crazy, you just want to say hello, or you want to be a guest on the show. I actually did a couple of guests. Check out our recent podcast. Shout out to J1 Khan. Shout out to Alejandro. Alejandro. I'm not going to even try to say his last name. Voice actor. 2 recent guests. That's what we got going on.
All right, that's what's up. That's what's up.
Oh, and if you're in Baton Rouge, October 7th, meet me at the Makers Fair at East Baton Rouge Parish Library on Main.
Ah, nice, nice. Well, my final thoughts is just a big thank you. A big thank you to everyone who's been watching, listening, sharing all that stuff. For some reason, I've gotten a pretty decent uptick on my YouTube algorithm stuff. So somebody out there watching, and I've seen some people say, "Hey, I was recommended. Your video was recommended." So I guess y'all are watching and liking enough to recommend the stuff or whatever. So cool.
And y'all, if y'all like this man's show, please, by all means, recommend some shows. If you want us to watch an anime, not a uber long one. Come on now. If you ain't picked that up. But if you got some short ones that we can knock out in a weekend, like how we're doing Castlevania, by all means, drop that. And we'll try to watch it together as a whole anime-ish and make it a thing.
Yeah, definitely. Because I'm definitely going to watch Castlevania again before Saturday. But at the same time, I work from home, so it's a little bit easier for me.
Maybe we got arcs of shows. We ain't got it. We can get weird with it. We can just do an arc of a show.
Yep, you know what I'm saying? Because sooner or later, I'm going to go watch Yu Yu Hakusho.
Yeah.
Because I've seen the movie. The movie is straight flames. But I was told to watch the show because the show is good too. Because I remember seeing it on, I think Adult Swim or something like that, or Toonami, and it looked corny to me. But then I watched the movie not knowing that this was the movie, similar to Samurai X. I did not know that Samurai X was Kenshin. And I was like, why is this way better than the show? Like, why is the show like cheesy and stuff, and this movie is like super serious and like awesome? Man, well, it's also kind of sad too. Like the movie is really sad, but in a good way. But
man, all I'm gonna say is
feel free to like recommend stuff to us.
Hakusho is to me the greatest English dub ever. I'd never even listened to it in Japanese. It works hand in hand, no skips. Best English dub ever. It touches my heart. It's one of the best anime I like. I don't care if it ain't if it ain't everybody else's favorite. That's an Adult Swim classic. It helped usher in a lot of fans to anime over certain years of time.
Yeah, I definitely say the movie is fresh. So I'm gonna give the actual show a shot. I remember it just looked cheesy, and I didn't even think the movie was the same thing until I was like, "Hey, I think this is the same thing."
What is the official name of the movie? I'm gonna look up this movie.
The movie is called Poltergeist Report.
Okay.
So that's the movie that I saw.
And I'm gonna assume Poltergeist Report. I don't even think it's probably canon to the show. It's just probably like.
The funny thing is, it's probably not.
Yeah, because it's like, I don't even think there's a section called Canon Poltergeist Report, because it's like the subtitle's called Ghost Files for the show.
Or maybe it's a movie. Maybe it's a movie that's set like between. You know how sometimes they'll be like, this is set between episode 10 and 12 or something like that.
Yeah, it'd be like a whole.
Because what is it? The Cowboy Bebop movie is set between I think episode 18 and 19 or something like that, or like 19 and 20, something like that.
It makes sense to me with Cowboy Bebop because they just do stuff all the time and like gotta take cases. So I see that. Yu Yu Hakusho, it it be too much to be having in between stuff going on in my mind with Urameshi. Like they be having to fight for their lives in between stuff. But I
Well,
guess
I just sent you the movie that I saw.
okay.
Let's see.
I'm gonna check it
Let's
out.
see. There are 2 movies based on the manga and anime series. The one I know about is what is it? Poltergeist Report.
I'll check it out. It's something I have not seen of the Yu Yu Hakusho universe.
You know what I'm saying? This what it's all about. Sharing is caring, man. Sharing is caring. That's what it's all about. You know what I'm saying? Just trying to drop some knowledge on you. You know what I'm saying? A little bit of my experience with the Hakusho of the show.
And like I said, go watch Boruto the movie. Just start there and pick up from there. Don't like if you really got to do it that way, and since you seem to not care about some of the slower slice of life
I watched the
stuff,
first 2 episodes. I was like, I'm gone.
so just skip to the movie. The movie again. Well, I defend the movie. I defend the movie, man. Like I like it. It made me want to watch the show.
All right, word. I ain't
And
no
then
doubt. Well,
The show
I
killed
guess
that enthusiasm.
with that said, guys, don't you know what I'm saying? Never rule something out. You never know. You might like it. So, of course, NERDSoul, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, podcast, all that jazz. Until the next time that you have to join Squad Zero. Until the next time that someone seals you up in the subway. Until the next time that you have to make a tree house in the middle of the woods. This is from us to you saying, peace.
Peace and come back, Zom. We need you, man.
We need you.